Hello, good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, rather. Anyway, good one of the three. Welcome to another Stand Tall Sneakers slash 5K tennis sneaker review. If a lot of you are just seeing this video for the first time, you know that I like shoes a lot, and I tend to buy and sell some. I do keep a lot of them. A lot of them I do sell if I think that they're a good investment. Maybe wear them a couple times and then resell them pre-owned. So anyway, the last two shows that I've done, I have done one on the San Francisco Giants Dunk High Premiums, and the other one on these New York Mets Dunk High Premiums. So when I saw that Nike SB was coming out with a line of shoes that was colorwayed in lieu of a baseball team, I'm from San Francisco, hence why I got the Giants shoes. And then they came out in the Mets and a couple more teams, and then a low in this Philadelphia Phillies colorway. So these shoes, by the way, are on the Nike SB, or the skateboarding line. So if a lot of you haven't heard of them or don't know what the SB is, it stands for skateboarding. So what we're going to do real quick is show you these Dunk Low Pros that we just got today. Again, we did the other two shoes the other day. So first off, I got these on eBay. A lot of times when I keep a shoe, I try to get it for as cheap as possible. This one I wanted really bad, and I'm going to keep it. So I ended up not getting the draw, my name in the draw, or I got it in there, but I wasn't selected when these came out on the sneakers app. And I really wanted them to complete the collection of three shoes that I liked a lot. By the way, these shoes in the back are my Weatherman foam posits. Love them. I just kind of have them there because that space was empty back there. Of all the shoes, I picked those. Go figure. I love the weather. I've done a lot of weather videos too, hence why I got the shoes, the Weathermans. Anyway, so I really wanted the shoe, and I said, you know what? I hate to spend that much on a pair of shoes. I'm going to get them on eBay. So I ended up spending a little bit more than they would have been if I would have gotten my name in the draw, so I wasn't too upset about it. But these shoes I'm going to wear. Now, the cool thing about the SB line, or at least these past couple of releases, they've come with 3 pairs of laces. The laces that are in them, in this sense, a burgundy pair, or maroon, or crimson, and then the white. So on the past two shoes, I have taken the original ones out. These were cream colored, and I took those out, and then I put in one of each lace that came with it, the burnt orange and then the black. And then on the Met shoes, it came with gray laces. So I took the gray laces out, and it as well came with the orange and blue, and I put one in each. So the question is what am I going to do with these? Am I going to keep it blue? What do you think? Am I going to put in burgundy, or am I going to mix it with either or of these 3 colors? So what I'm going to do is I am going to review the shoe real quick in terms of the construction and so forth, and then I'll put my choice of laces in the shoes, and then we'll say good evening. All right, so the shoe, I really like this one. The other ones came in like a nubuck leather with a canvas outsole, or up here on the top of the shoe. You can put in comments what the exact name of that is. I know there's a more definitive term. But anyway, it has kind of a canvas on nubuck type material. These I liked a lot because it's leather, nice full grain. You can feel it like a nubuck type leather, and then as well leather here. So 2 different types of leather, and not canvas and leather. So I thought that was pretty cool. On the tongues of these shoes, on the back of the tongues, there's been something unique. This one, hey, you'll get a chili dog at the ballpark. No, that's a Philly cheesesteak. I just recognized that. That's a Philly cheesesteak. Duh. Philadelphia Phillies, you eat a Philly cheesesteak there. Let's go. I just figured that out. And on the back of this one is the Liberty Bell. And, we find the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. So, some little touches on the back of these Giant shoes. There was a home run, right? A home run and like an apple there. And what was on the other one? On the other one we had, oh yeah, the 7 for the 7 train, which I used to think was for the 7th-inning stretch, but my wife is from Brooklyn, and she was like, no, that's from the 7 train that runs near the old Shea Stadium. So on the back of these, and I'll make this quick, sorry so much, I try to do these pretty rapidly. This is a canoe, because when you hit a ball at a Giant stadium, like the fans go paddle out to get it in their kayak or whatever, so they put that on the back of it. And on the back of this one, got a baseball glove. So pretty cool, nice little touches that make this collection that much nicer to collect. So the colors again, kind of that crimson or the Philadelphia Phillies. If there's any Phillies fans out there, what's your actual name of your color? I know maroon or crimson, but sometimes hey, it's like burnt orange or fire red or whatever. Anyway, in a really nice light blue, and I loved it. And there's a little bit of color difference between the regular cowhide leather and then the nubuck. Otherwise, it's the same color. I wear a 9.5, by the way, so I always get 9.5, especially with Nike. And that's kind of it. So the midsole, nice clean white, like it. The bottoms, just your typical SB, nice traction, feels so good on your feet walking. It's like you have a pair of sandals on in a way, but a comfortable pair of sandals. And this I thought was the coolest. So this is obviously part of the sole. It's colored that way, but it's meant to mimic like you stepped on a piece of gum at the ballpark, and they did that on every shoe. So on here, boom, there's the gum. See, and I think it's, yeah, and here's the gum again on these. So pretty cool. Anyway, tell me what you think the best lace combination would be. I will make my decision. We have 5 children, 5 kids, so what I'll do is I'll go down and get the kids and my wife Carla to make a vote. Also, too, when I ordered these, I knew they would take a little while to get here, so I went to, I think, Etsy, and I purchased 2 pairs of, inexpensive lace locks. So I'm going to either deck it out, with the color and then add a lace lock, and this keeps you from having to tie the shoe. And I usually lace them up really cool anyway, so I have kind of an enjoyment for lacing shoes. I usually do a pretty good job, make them kind of puff out. But I'm going to put lace locks in these to match whichever color I decide to go with. So also, too, it's never a good idea, or it's never a bad idea to order things like lace locks, inexpensive, or replacement laces, or even new laces. A lot of times a shoe will just pop out, like blam, pop out at you if you got a pair of laces that in some way make it look like a better shoe. Now, if you resell them, obviously, if you leave the laces in it, just put a note to your buyer that, hey, I've got replacement laces in it, and I have the original ones still in the box, if that's the case. Otherwise, save the new ones, obviously, and put them back in the shoe, and make sure you let your buyer know. Anyway, some people that are shoe collectors, they get mad if the regular laces are out of them, much less not in the box. Anyway, shoes that I keep, I always make unique. Luckily, I didn't need to use laces that I had already ordered because there's maroon and white laces that came with it. So here's a roll here, and here's the maroon laces here. So what's the color combo going to be? Let me know. All right, I'm going to go lace them up. We'll see how this turns out. So I chose the crimson or maroon or burgundy, whatever is the right color. If you guys can find that out, I would appreciate it. But anyway, I went with the, let's say, maroon or burgundy laces, and I didn't switch them like I did on the Giant shoes or the Met shoes. I went both burgundy. I laced one up with a gray lace lock. It's kind of like a light, like kind of like the wolf gray when they put them in like cement 4s or some of the wolf gray 3s. Anyway, the Jordans, that is. So I went with that. I thought it would look good. I laced one up with the lock, and I laced one up kind of more puffy, and just the tips of the laces stand out. So I thought these looked really, 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 really gnarly. Super nice shoes. Again, I'm wearing these. This is not an investment per se or a resale. These are the ones that I'm going to rock for sure. I think I'm going to resell the Met shoes, by the way, and I'm going to sell my OG original 2013 foam posits, and I still have the original receipt. I think I've worn them maybe twice. No, excuse me, I wore them today, so that'll be the 3rd time. Outside, that is. I put them on inside, kind of just walking around, checking them out. Here's my original receipt. Let's see the date. September 20th, 2013. East Bay. You guys remember that? Is East Bay still around? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. So one thing I wanted to mention real quick before I end the video, and I try to mention this on all the sneaker videos that I've done. It hasn't been very many, but I will continue to do so. How can you tell if your Nikes or Jordans are legit? So when you get a specified Nike shoe, on the tag inside, you'll see that, all these shoes have this tag, right? You know the tag? Okay. The same thing is generally on the box, and you can get this number I'm going to tell you about on either the shoe or the box. But on that tag, it would be obscure to see in there, but it's there. This number will be here. So here it says DO4040-400. See if I can zoom in a little bit on that. It's right there. So you can go to Google And you can Google that up and put Nike after it or Jordan, whatever the type of Nike shoe is. Or you can go to eBay, which I like to do a lot. By the way, again, I did buy these off eBay. I do like what eBay's doing now over the years. I've had many, many, many fakes, and then I kind of got away from buying shoes if I wanted them on eBay because I was always worried about a fake. But now they ship it to an authenticator, and the authenticator checks it out, and they give you an authentication tag, which was on the shoe earlier when I filmed those first clips, and they also give you a card. So I really like that eBay is doing that, even though it does add about an extra week to your order. But all in all, I'm very excited about it. So tell me in comments, what do you like, lace lock and no lace lock? Did you like the maroon, or would you rather have seen the blue stay, or maybe mix one color, the switch like I did on these two pairs of shoes? What are your thoughts there? Also, too, if you want to know the value of your Nikes or Jordans, you can go to eBay and enter that same number in the search field, pull up all the results, and then click in the right drop-down column a tab that says completed or says expand or whatever. It brings up a big list. You're looking for either completed items or sold items. So I like clicking sold because sometimes completed is just an auction that's ended and no one bought it, or someone that or someone that put a pair of shoes out there for $1 million. Obviously, no one's going to buy it for that, and they just let the sale end. So I go to sold items, and it will come up in green. For people that put like 300 or best offer, generally it'll be in green that they sold. There'll be a line through it with an unspecified amount that it's sold for. But if it's just solid green and there's no line, no green line through the number, then they sold for that. So all in all, nice shoe. I love the instruction. This one is a step above, even though it's the same kind of launch set with MLB baseball. This one is a much, much, much more robust, leathered out shoe. The suede's amazing. The colors are amazing. I love the hot dog. I love the Liberty Bell. Anyway, so next week, I've got a couple of pairs of shoes that I've waited like a year to get, like literally a year, like before last Christmas. I've got a pair of Jordan 5s coming and another pair of Jordan 5s coming. I've got a pair of Jordan Low 12s coming. And what's my last one? Oh, a pair of Jordan 7 Citrus. So those are coming soon. I've been waiting a long time for them, and it's going to be nice to get them. So anyway, take care. Much love. Let's go. Vamos. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. If you want to check out our tennis stuff, go to the playlist on this channel, 5K Tennis news and discussion episodes, and there's like 650 of them. With the U.S. Open coming up, we're giving out $700 and as well 2 fantasy team winners for $50. All right? Much love to you. As I always like to say, be kind because everyone you meet is fighting a tough battle. Please remember that. People say things sometimes that shock me these days. Like, did that person just really say that? And you can either get into a pissing contest with them, or you can just, kind of tune it out, breathe it off, and walk away. And, it is what it is, right? Try to be kind. Life gets better. If you're not, it doesn't get better. Much love. Vamos.